We're going to talk about all the big teams losing in this weird midweek. City, Bayern, Juve, and of course, Barcelona, which brings up one Ronald Koeman.
Bye-bye.
You can say his name now, yeah?
Bye-bye. I'm still debating.
You're not quite there yet. Yeah. Obviously, that dominates. All right. We talked about it on the FC show last night. I understand why Ronald Koeman is gone. I don't think he should have stayed. We were told all along it was about money. But I have a problem with how this happened, okay?
Yeah.
It's not as if you discovered last night that Ronald Koeman has issues and has all these problems, right? And especially last night against Rayo Vallecano, for those who missed it, they won 2-1. Sorry, Rayo beat them 1-0, sorry, 2-1. 1-0. El Tigre, Radamel Falcao, putting Gerard Piqué in his pocket. But Barcelona actually didn't play badly. What I meant was they could have won 2-1, so Julien Dest missing a sitter, Memphis Depay missing a penalty. So I always look at how teams play, and they played well enough to win, with all the problems and all the issues, and Koeman's not right. So when you sack somebody immediately after that, when we find out, like, sort of 3 hours later, there's an emergency meeting of the board and blah, 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 I think to myself, well, what's up?
I don't know, but why would you wait the next day or the day after? Thomas Tuchel was sacked after a 4-0 win against Strasbourg. Yeah. Carlo Ancelotti was sacked after the last game of the season at Everton pretty much in the dressing room.
Okay, because
that's what clubs do.
Okay, so those aren't good examples because Carlo Ancelotti, afterwards, you had a whole summer to go and find a replacement. And Thomas Tuchel was sacked, I think, on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, right?
But still, so often it's like that. Why would you wait the next day?
Well, I think for the simple reason that, well, first of all, you don't sack him, right? This to me, this only makes sense if you already have your replacement lined up. Okay, if you already know who's going to come in. Sergi Barjuan, and I don't mean immediately for the game this weekend. Sergi, one of my favorite players, by the way, when he was at Barcelona. Tremendous player. He's coaching. He's going to move up, and he's going to take charge of the team this weekend. But I think the worst thing, what Barcelona do not need now, is a situation like this knee-jerk where, we lost to Rayo. This looks bad. Let's get rid of him. Let's throw Sergi in there. And then now let's go and find somebody. So the question is Xavi is the guy who's been most been mentioned. Is he lined up? Yeah. Are we taking that as read?
Yeah, I think he's lined up. And I think...
Are you sure we're not giving Barcelona too much credit here?
I don't think so. But yeah, you're right. Maybe considering the shambles that this club is in right now, maybe. But I think Laporta and Xavi have been talking for a while. I'm not just saying about coming in and replacing Koeman, but they've been talking, right. And I think they know that Xavi was just waiting for the offer to come, for the moment to do it.
So you're suggesting he's waiting for the offer to come because there was no offer before?
Yeah, but I think they probably would have talked and spoken and said, okay, if we sack him, would you take it? Would you come? But not more than that. Now that I think this is just the last straw that made them. It's not that they lost to Rayo. It could have been anyone. It's just the fact that once again you could see there's no direction, there's no future under Koeman. Get rid of him now, bring Xavi in. That could be not for this weekend against Alaves, midweek against Kiev next week, maybe not either. But the following weekend, I think he will be there probably. I think this is going to be a quick process.
See, I go back to my original point. If they hadn't lost against, if Dest puts the ball in fact, I don't want to say Serginho Dest is the center of the universe who decides the future of, but if Serginho Dest scores the goal in the Clasico, maybe it's a different situation. But let's just do this game. Serginho Dest and Memphis Depay score, and they win this game. Is Koeman right now still the Barcelona manager?
Probably, but the
if this is the case,
but the issues are still there. You can't.
No, that's fine. I'm not debating that. But if this is the case, then the club are going about it the wrong way. Then they're going about it the wrong way. I think
it helps them making the decision, Gab, when they're not winning. So you lost the Clasico. Remember after the Clasico, we said, okay, what happens now if they lose to Rayo, and then it's Alaves at home, and then you go to Kiev, which we both said is a huge game for them because losing Kiev, and you can say goodbye to the Champions League pretty much. So, but you can't. This is such an important time that losing to Rayo is not the right start to it. So you had your doubts before. It's not like if you'd been winning everything and then you lose to Rayo and you can say, okay, it's an accident.
No, that's fine. But on the flip side, it's not like you played badly. You actually played reasonably well and you did enough to win for the limits of the Barcelona team.
Something is not working. Something was not working in there.
But something hasn't been working all season.
Exactly. So get rid quickly. Boom. I would have sacked him 2 months ago. I would not have started the season.
We know how you feel about it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.